Hi and welcome under the moon tree. And let us first clear our space. Clear this space and clear our minds for messages to come through and messages to come clear and true. Welcome and very happy to be here with you. And I'd like to thank everyone, all the new subscribers and the old old subscribers and everyone who has liked or commented. It's been about half a year here on YouTube. I'm very happy and thankful for all of you and everyone who has watched. Yes, thank you all. And today we are having a thunderous day here. The thunder has been going around my house, and last night there was a real thunderstorm, and let us hope that we can keep our light if it comes back. But I wanted to start with this shamanic oracle and show you. Haha, not showing it yet. Not showing it yet. I will tell you first. Yeah, the thunder had just started, and my cat, Master Jerry, came to sit on my lap, and I said to him, Jerry, we have thunder. And then I said to him, shall we pick a card? And I took this deck, and he pushed it. He likes to do that to the deck sometimes, and he pushed it like this, and I took the card that he appeared to be meaning. And guess what it is? Yeah, Jerry, we got thunder. So it's just one of these wonderful confirmations in our web of light, visible and invisible, that we live in. And of the, yeah, I'm getting the words by a little help from your friends, from the Beatles song. And that was just a heads up that, like, I've heard when this card came out, like, yeah, we hear you, we see you, we're like on track all the time. And as well, since it is being shared here now, a card of the time of great revelations and times of change, powerful events. And I'm getting like the bison herd running with the thunder, like time to be carried by your destiny. It's taking, destiny is taking flight, sort of events. Yes, but indeed, and because of the thunder card, I wanted to start with the shamanic oracle. Dear Spirit, our guides who love us unconditionally, what message do we need tonight? Our ancestors of the light, elementals and the Fae as well, and our guides. Dear Spirit, the arrow and taming the wind at the bottom of the deck. I am getting focus on your vision, and the magic arrow that strikes through. Spiritually also getting the one-pointed concentration or one-pointed vision. And when your vision, that arrow, clear, becoming clear and focused, and when it's in accordance with the highest good, with your highest good, with love, and with the highest good of all, your vision will find its mark. If, for instance, it is something that you are manifesting into being, and this is my intuitive reading of this card, what's coming through, but we may look at the booklet later. But I'm called to take another one from the shamanic oracle as well. Dear Spirit, our guides, something releasing, maybe even something that might have clouded that vision. The fog. But the arrow that strikes through, it can fly through the fog as well. When it comes from a clear source. Dear Spirit. The child. The clear and the pure source of joy as well. The inner child. Who is here number 7. And I'm getting the natural clairvoyance or clairaudience, or the natural clairs of a child. And some here may even remember having been psychic since childhood, but also or living in that magical reality where there is no differentiation between so-called natural and supernatural. And that is magic in motion, living the magic like a child. And this, you possess this ability. You possess this ability still. And it may well even be your special spiritual gift, may act in this way of tapping into that. But yes, you possess this, whether it's in use or not. And at this point I'm also getting strongly a fairy message that those who are connected with the Fae like you there, right there, speaking to someone. Yes. They got this. The natural clairs of the child, the natural wonder and delight, and the natural magic ability combined with this arrow. Taking flight with the pure intention of a child. Yes, definitely. Fae energy is very strong now. And I think on that note, we are called to take a forest Fae oracle. And yeah, and for someone, an energy of like when that Fae energy together with that child like childlike, natural magic maker in you. When it comes out, just let the adult, so-called adult, step back, even if they stop and wonder a bit, hey, what's coming out of there now? Like I am here now. My adult just went to the back seat. My adult went to the back seat like, hey, I wonder what's coming out now, because what is she even speaking? And then at the same time, I see this ancient Fae woman speaking. And not just one, but many, ancient and childlike at the same time. And one of them is in me, and one of them in you right there. That's someone I'm speaking to, and maybe not just one, and not just a Fae woman, but a Fae man, woman, or whatever that ancient Fae is. Dear Spirit, our guides, a Fae, forest Fae, strange journeys has come up often in these readings. Strange journeys, and again the words, oh, what company you keep, come to me. Right after what we spoke of just now, of the ancient Fae looking back at us. And the words on this card are, take control of your quest, choose your companions wisely. And also the words came to me, and oh, what company you keep. Many of you are well aware of this, that you keep company of Fae guides, animal guides, as you see here, and pretty wonderful physical companions for some as well, in animal or human form, or both, either already in your life or coming to your life. But at the same time, yes, choose your companions wisely. And especially such companions as that naturally magical child would choose, such companions as who would support and love and cherish the fun and the loving kindness of that child, and I'm called to say of that heart, of that open heart. Such companions, and also companions of course, who connect with you and look back at you with that wise yet childlike magic. But yes, also when you look at your companions, do you see that they see both? That they see and cherish and honor that childlike magic in you, but also your wisdom. Yeah. See that deep, deep wisdom and honor it. And this, of course, works both ways. When you find that tribe, that Fae tribe, soul tribe, to share your path. And sometimes, of course, the older we get, the more people have crossed our paths. Many will cross our paths. And not all. I'm hearing not all of pure heart and good intentions. Yeah, but you know to choose your companions wisely. And perhaps you haven't always done that, and perhaps you are learning, but you will know. In that case, you will know. And with a little help from your friends, both in the physical and other dimensions and inside of you. And also the arrow that strikes through, clear seeing of cutting through any fog coming to me. But shall we take some tarot? Yes. Dear Spirit, our guides who love us unconditionally, I'm called to take an oracle stone, but let's shuffle a bit. Okay, this card wants to come out right now. The Nine of Cups of wish fulfillment. And this guy, he looks pretty happy with his 9 cups, and about what we spoke of yes, of our paths often cross with all sorts of people, some who are not meant to share our path. I'm getting the protection of the peacock feather. Both protect your wishes, but the peacock feather is as well a symbol that you are protected, your wishes are protected. In the in the meaning of the peacock feather as something that averts the evil eye, so to speak. Yeah. But with the choose your companions wisely, I'm getting the sometimes when you are manifesting or already doing something that is meant to be very pure and something that you hold sacred, yes, a sacred wish, either still in its manifestation, still in its dreaming phase, or something that has already began to take root in the physical reality. Sometimes it is good to choose our companions wisely in that such young dreams, like young plants, flowers, they need shelter and protection. But yeah, like I said, you got this from the little help from your friends as well. Your dreams are protected. The Nine of Cups is a wonderful card. But I really wanted to take an oracle stone to continue. I miss Master Jerry, my cat. He's been here so often when I do this, but now the thunder has made him a bit antsy. He's sitting upstairs and watching the scenery from the window. Dear Spirit, our guides, what do we got? What do we got? Sorry. Communication. It is the computer. And of course communication, but also literal, perhaps even for some. These dreams may be related to work involving computers or networking or internet, but as well communication in general and networking, connecting with, yeah. Again. And even, of course, in the World Wide Web, always be mindful of what company you keep, indeed. Dear Spirit, in like so many ways that I'm not going to go there. Our guides, communication. Okay, I actually, but I will show you the side that I instinctively looked at. This side. So let's say it is this side. The crystal ball. Communication and crystal ball. So absolutely communication from your guides, from spirit, and scrying. Someone here, the gift of scrying may be an important way of spiritual communication, both with your guides and your higher self, your intuition, and crystals, yes, connecting with crystals. Mm. And the first one that wanted to come out was the rose quartz. And of course, the rose quartz. With that childlike magic. And it is indeed, scrying is actually very connected to the natural, childlike spiritual psychic gifts of living in the magic. Living in the magic of the now, I hear. Yes, because crying is, it can be, for instance, looking at a crystal ball. It may be finding the visions in a teacup or a coffee cup or in the clouds, or oftentimes for some readers like myself in tarot or oracle cards, you may start to scry things in the backgrounds or something like forms rising. Yeah, and yes, for instance, there is seeing faces and shapes in the greenery of the leaves of the trees or the barks of the trees and the rocks, all the earth spirits taking face and form, which often for us humans, yes, resembles our human form. And that is, I have to say it again, of the company you keep. Sometimes even if we connect with someone else who has this gift, such gifts support each other and more things start to rise, a very shamanic experience. But on the other hand, if we share these kinds of visions with someone very much in their sensible adult, it's just, I have to share this because it so much popped into my mind about someone, a friend, and I'm sending her all the love and so forth, but who is sort of a serious, spiritual, serious business. And like who would say when me and another friend were sharing something that we had seen in the trees. We had shared a vision of a bunch of trees taking a special, very meaningful form. And then when we shared this story with this more serious, spirituality is a serious business, and the serious person was quite like, yeah, well, it's just that everyone can see such things, that sometimes I see something in the tree bark that looks like something, but that doesn't mean anything. And then the atmosphere, the vibe dropped so much. And yes, it would have been wiser not to share that, because yes, we can say that anyone can see stuff in the tree bark or in the treetops, but it is a matter of what you see, when you see, what does it say, what does it mean, and what sings in your heart. Well, again, now that I started to tell this story, that so-called adult part of me sitting in the back seat still tried to pick her head forward, saying, okay, and what are you even on about now? But she can stay in the back seat, right? And calm down and breathe. Yes. So yeah, and the other side, because I think both of the sides of this oracle stone wanted to come out. The other one is both the third eye and visions inside of inner visions. It's kind of, yeah, the scrying, seeing things with the physical eye, and the third eye, here, seeing things, whether your eyes closed or not, but also the dreaming, doesn't want to focus, very dreamy. The importance of dreams, and dreams may be important, dreams may be surfacing at this time. Shall we take one more tarot? Okay, the inner child has arranged the cards here. Dear Spirit, our guides, what more? I felt a pull here. Sometimes you may feel a little pull. At the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Swords, and here the Three of Cups again. By a little help from your friends. And as I said, at the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Swords of, yeah, also, yeah, cutting away from any sense of entrapment, whether in a situation or uncertainty, are not seeing. Yeah, the fog again. With a little help from your friends. Getting a sort of a witchy vibe with those three women or girls. At the same time, Fae, Fae, again Fae. Witchy and the triple goddess vibe. And this woman is like walking to this meadow where these three hold company. She's walking to that meadow with her crow first. Coming in crow first. Well, that's not proper English, but anyway. Yeah, but the Three of Cups, of course, I didn't say, yes, of friendship, celebrations, reason to celebrate, togetherness, but also celebrations when occasions like parties, perhaps, but as well party with your Fae friends and the animals. Hop. Okay. Is there another one wanting to come? The Ace of Rods jumped up real, like maybe even like an unexpected burst of energy, creative energy. Yeah. And that rod opening to bloom, that rod of creation. And for someone, strong new beginnings. Oh la la, and it was the magician. Okay, we got that's all of our tarot here. The protected wish. The protected wish or manifestation of the magician. See, bringing up his wand. And here the wand. He has the skill and the means and the resources. See, to bring his dreams to reality by a little help from his friends as well. And he knows who to trust and who to trust in this plane, in this earthly plane, and others, who to share with, to communicate with. And yeah, wish fulfillment with a little help from his friends. He has all he needs to bring the light, to bring the flowering. Thank you. Beautiful reading. I wonder if we should read very briefly from the booklet. The time has flown a lot, and the time will fly when you're having fun is one more message. Just a moment. Okay, let us read the arrow. And I suddenly realized that I wanted to mention, the arrow, our arrow, and the wand of creativity. And bringing that creativity into the material, bringing it, the manifestation, into flower, into bloom. And the arrow. The essence. Receiving this symbol of the arrow reminds you that when you are in alignment with your heart and soul, you are on target and will soon be hitting your mark. Be true to your calling. Release attachments and free yourself from the bondage of unbridled ambition. Now is revealed to be a moment of contact in which your intention meets the material world. Yeah, exactly. The magician. Yeah, magician and the arrow. Thank you, Spirit. And when the arrow rings through the air, it is inviting you to pay attention and signifying that you are about to make your mark in some aspect of your life. It illuminates the moment of contact when you know that your desires and intentions have traveled in the wind and landed in the perfect place for your highest good. Yes. And then the child. Just a moment. The child. The lovely child. The essence. The child knows the way to joy and happiness. The child offers the return of a second innocence, a time born of wisdom and not of naivete. Yes, this is important, the wisdom, so that let none come telling your child that they are not very wise and even ancient, and that their joy comes from a deep place of wisdom. This card allows you to correct your course and offers you a second chance. It brings you the possibility of redemption and entering heaven while on earth. Yeah. That magical reality. And the invitation. The child is here to release you from the habit of being yourself and to help you acquire a beginner's mind so that you can see life as if for the first time. Remain open to learning and discover. Thank you. I think this concludes our reading, because time flies when you're having fun. And thank you very much. Happy to be with you, and hope to see you next time. If you like the reading, give it a thumbs up. Love you very much. Namaste.